In September of last year, it was a Saturday, I received a phone call that my son was in an accident. It was horrible. It was horrible. And he was actually here in Rio Rancho at an event. And one of his buddies asked him to go with him to put gas. And so Joey went with him, and it was dusk. And with all of the sand and stuff, he couldn't see. So when his buddy went down the ravine, Joey went off and nosedived into the arroyo. And Joey's just that friend, because I remember when he told me what happened, he said, "Mom, I didn't even need gas." He just went with his friend because his friend needed gas. And so when we got the call, at the time we didn't know the extent of his injuries. We were told that he was transported via ambulance to UNMH hospital downtown.
As far as things go, he had significant intra-abdominal injuries that were quite life-threatening. He had a bad injury to his liver and a bad injury to the major blood vessel that carries blood down to your organs through the abdomen and below.
My son was on mass blood transfusion protocol.
Occasionally we get the patient who needs a couple of units because they had a cut that bled. Oftentimes though, if it's somebody who has a surgical emergency, those patients will get probably 4-ish units of blood is pretty average.
He went through 74 blood transfusions.
74 units of blood is a whole lot.
It was probably one of the very worst times of my life. Every time they would come in and administer another transfusion, I remember just saying to myself, I am going to donate blood. I will be eternally grateful, not only for his care at UNMH, but everybody that donated blood. I mean, he has made a full recovery. The outcome was just phenomenal. The level of care, the level of communication that we received as a family with regard to his care and the outcome was more than I could have ever asked for. So now I feel like my work is to make good on the promise I made to myself that I was going to not just become a blood donor, but find a way to give back to my community. And in having a conversation with one of my colleagues here, she said, hey, we should do a blood drive, and we could really make an impact and really give back. So that's how I came to start this initiative at SRMC.
I was super excited when Brenda reached out and said that she had chosen this as a way to give back as a trauma provider. Donor blood is a life-saving intervention for many, many, many of the patients that we take care of.
Joey had a huge support system. Lots of his friends from the writing community rallied about him, as well as our family and our friends.
You spend that much time with somebody and, he's a great kid. I'll come down and give blood.